What's good, guys? Franalations here. And so, yeah, I recorded this on Twitch and there's no audio, so I'm gonna go ahead and do this voiceover right now. And yeah, we got Duel Overload a few days early, guys. We got 3 boxes. I was super pumped to open it, and it just sucks that, you know, technical difficulties and whatnot, but it is what it is. And yeah, so hopefully you guys enjoyed this video still, even though I have to do this voiceover separately. And yeah, there was a point in the video where you guys do let me know that there's no audio, and I tried to fix it, but let's be honest, I'm not technically savvy when it comes to this stuff. So yeah, that did not happen. Luckily, I thought of this, and I kept on filming. At first, I almost like ended the video, and then I was like, nah, let me just keep going. So the first thing I do here is pull out the jumbo card. And I was hoping to get the magicians, the fusion magicians, but that's not the case. Instead, the first card I got was Cyber Dragon Infinity or something like that. So yeah, that was my first jumbo card right there. And cracking open the first box. There's 6 packs in each box. I actually did get some pretty decent pulls. There were some cards that I still wanted, but hey, it's all good. On release date, I'll pick up some more. Wanted to get these to you guys early, and so here I am. All right. I did end up keeping one of each of these first packs. So I was trying to open them a little bit more neatly. And here we go. We're off to the races. So there's a bunch of cards I don't have, seeing as I have not been collecting for like the past 10 years, maybe more. So it's cool to add some of these to the collection for the first time. Some of these are actually printed for the first time in the US, so there's that as well. I think the most that any card I got duplicates of was maybe 4 or something like that. So for the most part, I got a pretty decent amount of different unique cards, I would say, which is always a good thing. Alright, so that card I did know, because that card was back in the OG days, but it's got an upgraded rarity right there. I did pull that card when it released last year when I started doing these Yu-Gi-Oh videos again. I did sell it, and I'm happy I did because at that time it was like $30 or $40. With this reprint, price went down. It's probably like $10 or $8. Maybe a bit more for the original one, and then this one's like a couple dollars right there. So yeah, and unfortunately, it looks as though my video is frozen. All right, we're back. We're back up and running. So, alright, sorry about that. Back-to-back issues, you know how it goes sometimes. But anyways, on to the next pack. On to the next pack indeed. Alright, starting off with some magic. Some link monsters. More link monsters. Another spell card. That's actually one of the cards I got the most of. I think I ended up with 4 of these throughout it. Kind of keep tally as we go through and see how many you guys see me pulling. But I think it's 3 or 4. There's probably a solid 5 cards I pulled 3 or 4 of. But for the most cards I only got 1 of. Another card I doubled up on throughout. Alright, now that one I was excited to pull just because I don't have her yet. And even though I'm not using it in the deck, that's just a card I wanted for the binder. So I did set that one to the side right there. Yeah, I've recently actually found a lot of my older Yu-Gi-Oh cards, and I ended up throwing them in a binder, so I have it kind of separated, like my OG English cards, my OG Japanese cards, and my more recent cards. And for the recent stuff, it's only English. I haven't been buying any Japanese. And then some of you guys have actually been offering to send me out some Yu-Gi-Oh cards to add to the collection, and I really appreciate that. Gonna go straight to the binder once I get them, and of course I will be shouting you guys out in the video and all that good stuff. So appreciate that. If anyone's interested in that, the link to the PO box is usually in the bottom of these videos, and if I ever forget, you could probably find it in one of the other Yu-Gi-Oh videos. So definitely feel free. All right, more spell cards. A link monster. I actually really like the artwork on that link monster, especially the background on her. Very cool. That mechanical beast, I don't remember his name or anything like that, but that beast right there, I think he's the card I got the most of. I got like 5 or 6 of him. It's kind of a little bit ridiculous. At least one in every box, I would assume. At least that's what it seems like. I could be wrong there, but I feel like that was the case. I think pretty soon here is when I realized that you guys can't hear me, and then I try to start fixing the audio, which unfortunately was not able to do. Alright, so I'm cracking open the next box, and the first thing I'm about to show is the jumbo card. And so, obviously trying to collect each of them. I think there's 6 different ones. So maybe by the time I open up some more of these when they drop at retail, I'll be able to complete the set. I do think it is kind of weird though how it's black and white. I would have much preferred colored cards, but hey, what are you gonna do, you know? And look, look at the disappointment in my face when I realized I pulled a duplicate. Already off to a bad start with the collection of the jumbo cards, but that's okay. The most important thing is the actual cards themselves. In future videos, I'll definitely pre-crack these boxes so it's just the packs, but in this case I was doing the live stream and it's the new packs, and so I wanted to show all of that, and so yeah. And I think here's when I realized the audio. So, unfortunately, kind of fumbling through it and whatnot with no capabilities of fixing it. In fact, let me go ahead and just stop this right here, and then I will edit the rest of this part out. Alright, right back into the action. So let's get into it. I am quickly going over some of these cards right here because during the live stream in the chat someone was asking what pulls they missed. So I did go back and show some of those. We're on to the new pack. This is another money card. This is the first time it's printed in the US. It's currently I think around somewhere between $10 and $14. So I think it was the second highest valuable card that I pulled. So yeah, pretty cool stuff, especially since it's a newer card, being able to use it for the first time in the US. Pretty cool stuff right there. Alright, moving right along. There we go. The infinite impermanence, guys. Very, very cool. At this point, I already knew the audio wasn't on, so I wanted to make sure to show the excitement. Hopefully you guys can see that conveyed and whatnot. And if I remember correctly, this next pack was quite interesting as well. So let's see what this was. Alright, Link Monster, Spell card, Sky Striker card. Oh, maybe it's the pack after this. Then I could have sworn it was back to back, but I guess there was one space in between. Alright, let's see right here. Let's go. And, oh, that one was another one that I just added to the binder. I believe it's the first printing right there for the US. Wow, I'm like completely tripping. I could have sworn these were back-to-back packs. I don't know what the hell. Must have spaced out there for a second. Alright. Pulled a couple of this guy as well. I know he was off the ban list and whatnot. And this might be the last pack for this box. There we go. That's the Impermanence. Literally, like, I spaced out for a couple packs because even right here, I was saying, wow, back-to-back Impermanence. But still, I mean, out of one box, that's still pretty crazy. Even if it wasn't back-to-back. I definitely picked the right box right there. If you follow me on Instagram, I did tag the person I got it through. Shoutouts to the homie right there. I need to post on my story a picture of, I'll even show it at the end of this video. Yeah, he had a trunk full of them, so I picked out the 3, and at least one of them was pretty lucky. Actually, that was the main lucky one, because I did pull that Link monster right there out of it, and the 2 Impermanents. So that one was the only one that had good pulls in it, for the most part. Or had the best pulls, I should say. So, the value right there is like 22, 24, like 54 bucks. So that box more than paid for itself, but unfortunately the other boxes did not follow suit. But hey, that's how it goes. That's how it goes. That's the luck of the draw. It's funny because even when I picked one of them, I was like, I always touch the boxes to see if I get a feel for it. And one of the boxes, I didn't have a feel for it. I should have put that one back. But for all I know, it could have been the one that had the money cards. Anyways, terraforming right there. I was excited for it just because I have commons from like starter decks or whatever, and I do have a Trickstar deck, and so I'm gonna upgrade my common version and put that in. And yeah, I know Trickstar is whatever's, but hey, my first SB video is Trickstar dunks. Have to make a Trickstar deck. Plus, it was cheap and it's fun, so don't judge me. Relinquish. That the funny thing about that card is literally the pack after this was the Relinquish card. And I saw it sitting there. I was like, oh, I do want to pull a Relinquished. And then right when I said that, I pulled it. So there's that pack and me comparing like that. So that was kind of funny how that happened. Right. Let's see what else we get. Some heroes. 5-headed Dragon Link. My first deck that I made last year was a Salamangreat deck, so I was happy to pull that Link monster right there, who I've already added to my extra deck. Right, some duplicates right there. Another money card, about $4.50, something like that. I did pull 2 of them throughout this opening, so there's the other one. That's another card I kept in the binder. Some of the original old promos for this card go for a lot of money, but basically it's just support for Dark Magicians. And although I don't have a Dark Magician deck, I just thought it was a cool card to add to the binder. And that might have been it. Yeah, I think that was it, guys. So, quickly going over some of the standout cards. Stuff that either had value or stuff that I was going to use in my decks. I was hoping for a Phantasme, that didn't happen, and I was hoping for Signet Mining, and that didn't happen either. But again, I do plan on opening more of these once they release, so stay tuned for that. Thank you guys for watching, and yeah, I'll definitely be back with more Yu-Gi-Oh videos, sneaker videos, collectibles in general. Hope you guys are happy, healthy, and staying safe through all this crazy times right now, but hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and till next time, peace. Be sure to thumbs it up. Subscribe if you haven't already. Ring that bell. It does really help. Like I've stated before, still trying to grow the channel. And so thanks, guys.